Sinon je vais avoir des problèmes. Tac. Voilà. Les changements sont opérationnels. Nous allons pouvoir reprendre comme si de rien n'était. Vite. Ça me fait juste sortir, ok. La résidence Sanders. Se présent lié par l'affaire de Sarah Hawkins, il décide de suivre la piste de Francis Sawyer, collectionneur d'art et ami de la peintre. Mort sous les yeux de Pierce, ce dernier rend à sa demeure pour interroger sa veuve sur le vagabond, dont le malheureux a parlé avant de mourir. Tadam!
What can I do for you, sir?
Mrs. Sanders, I'm a private detective. We must talk about your husband and his ties to Sarah Hawkins. Can I come in?
You may. However, before we go any further, please know that my husband died yesterday.
That is precisely what brings me in.
Oh.
Well, look who's here. You know each other.
Our paths crossed, briefly. The brave detective has a talent for sticking his nose into my business.
I bump into her every time I'm investigating someone's death.
It's a small island, detective. My island. It's better that it's you bumping into me.
You're investigating Francis' death. Why? Who hired you?
I spoke to Francis before he died. His story suggests a link to a case I'm working on.
Well, since this business has got nothing to do with me, I'll be in your husband's office, Irene. We'll carry on later.
Very well, Miss Baker. This way, Mr. Pierce. And do make yourself comfortable. It would seem that you have much to tell me.
Allez, faisons donc.
May I inquire as to when you had the opportunity to talk to my husband?
Yesterday, I met him at the hospital. He spoke to me about Sarah Hawkins.
Oh, of course he spoke to you about her. That's all he talked about. Sarah Hawkins and her paintings. Please forgive my tone. The fact is that I have not been allowed to see him since he was interned. You, on the other hand, a perfect stranger, were able to see him and even talk with him the day he died. How was he? Were you present when he had this attack? What happened?
What happened to your husband is terrible, Mrs. Sanders. But from what I saw, it was inevitable. The man I met yesterday had lost his reason. He suffers no longer, if you would allow me such a platitude.
Of course. Thank you for your kind words. Nobody in that hospital would have deigned to speak them to me. However, it will require more than that to soothe my mind. I need to understand. How could this happen? In a reputed institute? And right before your eyes? Did you not do anything to help him?
What is?
It's terrible what happened to your husband, but I had nothing to do with it. I was injured, and I came across him in the hospital quite by chance.
Injured? Well, I'm delighted to see you in such fine fettle, Detective. Not everybody enjoyed such a prompt recovery.
I suppose Fuller does do miracles now and again.
Luck is obviously very kind to you. Oh, I'm tired, Mr. Pierce. I would be grateful if you could tell me what you expect of me, and then leave.
Allez.
Did your husband talk to you about Sarah Hawkins' visitor? A shambler, to use his precise terms.
Well, you can't imagine that's all he talked about. It's exhibited at the center of the gallery. No better place for the painting that endowed him with the privilege of such a shameful and miserable end to his life.
Hold on. The Shambler is a painting by Sarah Hawkins.
Who else to paint such horrors? Take a look for yourself, if you feel so inclined.
It is my only lead at this stage. I suppose I have nothing to lose.
Then you have paid no heed. For my part, I refuse to set foot in that gallery again. But if you're so eager to see it...
Thank you, Mrs. Sanders. I won't be long.
Ah, merci. Merci madame, vous êtes bien urbaine. Et là c'est le monde fouillé.
Did she really care for him after all?
Très chère madame, j'ai bien reçu votre missive dans laquelle vous réclamiez le corps de votre défunt mari. Je suis au regret de vous annoncer que je ne puis consentir à vous remettre sa dépouille. Vous avez signé lors de son internement une décharge m'autorisant à disposer de son corps de la façon que je jugerai la plus appropriée. Veuillez recevoir madame Thomas Super. Culé!
The day the Shambler came into the Sanders' lives.
D'accord, donc ça c'est la toile qu'on va aller voir. Oh, on va attendre un petit peu. Brevet de santé. Tac. Le tome 2. Et ça a l'air d'être tout. Est-ce que je peux fouiller par là? Est-ce que ça me sort? Ouais, ça me sort de la zone. Alors, dans ce cas. Hop, reconstitution. C'est spooky chez vous quand c'est tout noir.
Frances Sanders and Sarah Hawkins were close. Friends, even?
Ok.
A house of artists.
Tu m'étonnes.
Sanders' accession register. He wrote beside the Shambler. Finally.
Il la voulait vraiment,
What
ça
did
veut
Sarah
dire.
Hawkins fear so much that she didn't want to sell the painting?
Ah.
He finally won. Was Sanders aware of his imminent doom?
Pour moi, elle est toujours floutée. On verra bien à quoi elle ressemble une fois qu'on sera en face.
She didn't want Sanders to have the painting. She must have felt devastated. Was she jealous of Sarah Hawkins?
Peut-être bien. Et enfin. Ouh.
The Shambler. I need to see it.
Ah ouais. Ah quand même. Vachement bourrin la peinture.
Let's see what this cylinder has to say once it's inserted in a phonograph.
D'accord. Bon, c'est fermé. Je trouverai une porte qui est ouverte. Merde. Donnez-moi des portes à ouvrir. Mais méchant. Bon, toi, va falloir qu'on cause.
A strange Amerindian pendant.
D'accord.
I could use one
Encore?
of those.
Sacrée dose de somnifères dans le jeu. Mémoire sur une question anatomique. D'accord. Alors, qu'est-ce qu'on a d'autre?
Strange. For months, Sarah Hawkins refused to part with her painting, to finally give it away for nothing.
Très cher Francis, je vous supplie d'abandonner tout espoir d'obtenir un jour cette toile maudite. Si notre amitié compte un tant soit peu à vos yeux, et 1, 2, 3, épargnez-moi le poids de la culpabilité. Je ne peux être l'architecte de votre chute. Je vous en supplie, mon très cher ami, oubliez le vagabond. Votre ami Sarah Hawkins.
Another volume of the Reverend's wife's diary.
Journal. J'ai raté le premier tome, ça m'énerve. Ce volume s'attarde sur la communauté du révérend Wakehood. Son épouse exprime son inquiétude concernant les étranges rêves que font les ouailles du révérend depuis leur arrivée sur l'île. Certains membres de leur communauté, son mari inclus, commençaient à parler de leur vision d'une entité qu'ils considéraient comme un envoyé de Dieu. Elle craint qu'ils ne subissent le même sort que la tribu disparue. Attends, on va d'abord pas. Oh, attends. D'accord, alors on va attendre. C'est bon, je peux refaire le choix.
That's twice you've stepped on my toes, Detective. Try not to make a habit of it.
I've got a lot of bad habits.
Some can be more fatal than others. What have you come looking for in this gallery?
Another painting by Sarah Hawkins. One connected to the horrors I've discovered on this island.
What a surprise. I'm listening.
Ok.
And you? What brings you to the Sanders home?
I'm here on business. Irene asked me to liquidate all these paintings. She doesn't intend to hang around here for long.
Why you?
Believe it or not, there aren't many collectors on Darkwater. It needs someone with a network and a means of transport to the mainland. A choice that comes down to Fitzroy and me. And I'm far more pleasant, wouldn't you say?
Oh. Autre chose à me dire?
Not now, sweetheart. I'd like to read this without some snoop looking over my shoulder.
Ok, bon. Qu'est-ce que c'est que ce fameux bouquin? Oui. Oh. C'est une sorte d'encyclopédie de créatures monstrueuses et inconnues. Je commence à croire qu'elle existe. Ok. Journal. Qu'est-ce qu'il me dit le journal? Attends. Non. Inventaire. J'ai ça, ok. Non, il n'y a rien de plus. Bon, tant pis. Et ça... D'accord. Bon, bah... Dans ce cas-là... Ouais, d'accord. Non, 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 non. Voilà. Allez, sortons et voyons voir. Qu'est-ce qu'on a donc dans cette exposition? Ouais. Je peux voir de plus près ces machins, ça m'a l'air louche. Ouais, tout est en rapport en fait avec la fameuse civilisation, enfin, avec ceux qui vivaient ici avant.
These artifacts date from pre-Columbian times.
Ah, une dague nordique antique. Non, faut que j'arrête, c'est pas ce qui rime. Bon, la fameuse peinture est là-bas.
Why was he so interested in old weapons?
Parce que c'est génial les armes. Tu peux voir tellement de trucs rien qu'avec ça. C'est juste fascinant à chaque fois de voir l'ouvrage sur
The
une.
man transforms an entire wing of his manor into an art gallery.
Bah si t'as les moyens, pourquoi se priver? Faudrait juste exposer des trucs un peu moins malsains. Non mais là je suis obligé hein. Je suis obligé quand je le vois comme ça hein.
Spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down your spine. Shrieking skulls will shock your soul, seal your doom tonight. Spooky, scary skeletons speak with such a screech. You'll shake and shudder in surprise when you hear these zombies shriek. We're so sorry, skeleton.
Aïe. Je m'amuse vraiment avec un rien. Oh, oh. Ah. C'est donc mon huile ce symbole. J'avais pas encore compris le principe. Bon. Haha.
Is this dagger part of Sanders' collection, or was he seeking to acquire it?
Croquis d'une dague. Donc ça le vagabond. Allez, ça va la réveiller. En même temps, il nous a dit de pas la regarder. Oh mon dieu. Oh quelle horreur. Ça y est, on y est.
What the hell was that?
J'ai légèrement les jetons là. Où est-ce que je peux sortir?
I can't even touch it. No way out. No choice.
Oh fuck fuck
Must
fuck
get
fuck 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 fuck. Ma torche, mon huile, ma machin, merde, bidule. Ah! Comment j'allume cette lampe? Deux secondes. Inventaire. Oui mais comment je l'allume? Pourquoi je peux pas l'allumer? Mais nique ta race le jeu! Non, bah... Bon, la lumière, ça marche pas, alors. Bon, alors c'est pas la lumière, la solution.
What the hell was that?
Bon. Comment est-ce que je peux? Faudrait que je détruise la toile. Bon. Si j'approche de la porte, elle se téléporte. Oh, c'est nul. Oh, c'est nul. Putain. Par contre, sans déconner, il doit y avoir un moyen de le battre. Au secours! Bon là c'est mort, oui. Putain, mais je comprends pas. J'ai absolument pas compris du tout ce qu'il fallait faire. Et merde, j'ai la télé qui va s'éteindre. 30 secondes. Ah. Est-ce que j'ai encore foutu ma télécommande? Ah là. Bon. Oui, on passe. Attends, j'ai consulté le journal. Oui. Oui, bah, examiner le vagabond, ça c'est fait, oui.
What the hell was that?
J'aurais pas dû le faire, il m'a vu. Oui, il m'a vu. Putain. Non mais sérieux. Non par contre plus sérieusement faut faire quoi? Putain ça me balance dans l'action comme ça, c'est la première fois que je vois une bestiole.
What the hell was that?
Putain mais... Eh c'est direct hein, quand il te voit par contre. J'ai une porte que je peux pas toucher.
I can't even touch it.
Bon, je vais voir, je vais tester un truc plus direct. Maintenant que j'ai enfin bien compris comment on allumait là, le truc, voilà. Bon, je peux faire quelque chose avec la toile. Attends, ça a l'air de... Il y avait un truc bizarre sur la musique quand j'ai allumé la... quand j'ai éliminé la peinture. Attends. On va trouver. Allez, qu'est-ce que je dois faire?
What the hell was that?
Ça, c'est la première créature qu'on croise et je galère déjà.
That thing came out of this painting. There has to be a link. Maybe if I destroy it.
C'est bien ça. Je dois détruire le tableau. Ça, c'est bon, c'est ce que j'avais bien pensé. Bon, par contre, l'avantage, c'est que j'ai déjà de l'huile. Donc, j'ai pas besoin de me faire chier avec ça. Ça, ce petit truc qui illumine, c'est ce qu'il y a juste en face de moi. Je vais peut-être pouvoir prendre cette dague qui est ici. Bon, j'aurais directement cramé la toile, mais bon, pourquoi pas, la dague, on va faire. Allez.
Damn. Maybe I can use this dagger.
Ok. Alors, 30 secondes. Celle qu'il me faut. Du coup, j'ai vu que derrière ça s'est allumé aussi. Alors, attends. Non, indice, voilà. Non, c'est dans l'inventaire. Non, je suis d'accord. Ah, voilà. C'est la lame croisée. Ok. Pas celle-là et c'est pas celle-là non plus. Fais quand même voir ce qui se passe quand tu l'essayes, même si c'est pas la bonne. Ouf. Ouais. Tout ce que je sais, c'est qu'elle est de ce côté, la dague.
This dagger looks different.
On a la bonne. Voilà. Au moins, si jamais je crève, je sais où elle est. Allez, barre-toi. Bah oui, ah bah oui, reste bien à côté de la toile. Maintenant tu brûles cette putain de toile. Oula. Ah non. Ah non. Ah non.
What's the matter with you? You sure you won't be needing that hand? You're losing it, Detective. At this rate, you're right. The bottle will get you before I do.
You didn't see anything.
I saw you within an inch of putting a dagger through your forearm. Did I miss something more interesting?
Oh putain, il faut absolument.
I was attacked by a creature. I pushed it back, I think.
I think so too.
I ran, screamed, broke a pane of glass. You were in the next room and you didn't hear a thing.
If I hadn't heard a thing, I'd still be in the other room. The door was blocked. I got in as soon as I could. I like to look after my goods.
You mean me?
Don't flatter yourself, sweetheart. I'm talking about the contents of this gallery. And by the way, where do you think you're going with that dagger?
It saved my life. It's an extraordinary dagger.
You should talk to Algernon Drake. He's an antique dealer here on Darkwater. He'll tell you all about it. From what I saw in the ledgers, it was him who sold it to Sanders.
It's not your style to give me free information like that.
Take it as payment for being my canary. A simple trade-off.
Ok.
Now go see your antique seller. I still got things to settle with Irene.
La librairie sans nom. Oula.
Where's Freud's The Interpretation of Dreams? It's the work that laid the foundations of psychoanalysis at the beginning of this century.
Le cul! Tout est une histoire de cul, a dit Freud. Et bah normalement du coup... Oh, je pensais que j'aurais dû augmenter au moins d'un point. D'ailleurs en parlant de points, j'en ai combien? J'ai pas fait gaffe. J'en ai 4. On va attendre.
Another volume of the Reverend's wife's diary.
Le révérend s'est déclaré comme le prophète. Il a renié Dieu et vénère une étrange entité païenne à l'aspect monstrueuse. Sa femme a tenté de raisonner son mari, mais en vain. Il est convaincu qu'il doit écouter cette voix dans sa tête car elle détient la vérité. Spooky! C'est spooky! Une colonie puritaine dirigée par le révérend John Wickwood s'établit à son tour sur l'île. Ils la baptisent Darkwater en raison de la sombre teinte de la mer, qu'ils attribuent à la couleur très spécifique de la roche. Ils bâtissent les premières habitations dans le manoir Hawkins, l'église, le cimetière. Les quelques documents de notre manuscrit qu'ils ont laissés mentionnent des cauchemars et des comportements déviants. Ils disparaissent sans laisser de traces durant l'année 1701. Attends, volume 4. J'ai vu volume 2, volume 4. Est-ce que je peux trouver d'autres volumes? Autant tout lire en une fois si j'en ai d'autres. Ah, de l'huile. Look, it's time to oil up. Rien dans ces étagères. Y'a rien dans ces étagères. Ah, moi de la santé. Tac. Et cette fois du coup, je suis à combien? 40. Ouais, voilà, j'ai passé le stade. D'accord. Atonie dissection, ok. Merde. Ah ouais, tac. Je pense que c'est pour ça que j'ai raté le...
What does this strange book contain? This book contains unholy knowledge.
Ah bah tiens. Créature dont j'ai... Divinité venue des étoiles, créature capable de voyager d'une dimension à une autre. Il se présente comme l'ouvrage de référence concernant le bestiaire du mythe, sans préciser à quelle mythologie il se réfère. Ces pages sont couvertes d'illustrations fantasmagoriques. Notre ami... Je pense que comme j'ai pas du tout compris comment on utilisait la lampe torche avant la truc avant le combat du boss, c'est pour ça que j'ai raté certains bouquins.
What happened here? Let's start over. Where did they break in from? Blood. Seems like amateur work.
Toujours se couvrir la main avant de frapper une fenêtre.
Someone tall left this footprint. A man, probably. No sign of struggle. If the burglar smashed this jar, it wasn't intentionally. Was he hurt then?
D'accord. Hop, donc... Son but c'était ça.
What sort of thief leaves his tools at the crime scene? What killed all these animals?
Ah oui, rat, blatte, cafard, ok.
What happened that made the burglar flee before finishing his work?
Tiens. Oh merde.
What the... Charles Hawkins?
Oh. Donc ce symbole protège vraiment et c'est pour ça.
What's happening to Hawkins?
Ah, ils étaient venus mettre un truc à l'abri avec sa
What
femme.
sort of power did Sarah Hawkins' painting possess? Sarah Hawkins helped hide something in this safe. Drake put in a great deal of effort to hide whatever is in here. Everything is linked to the Sarah Hawkins case.
Vérifier qu'il n'y ait pas d'infos annexes sur le côté. Ça m'a l'air d'être bon.
Is everyone on this island taking sleeping pills?
Bah oui, c'est ce qu'elle a dit. Tout le monde est sous traitement.
What link did he find between Charles Hawkins and an old amulet?
Cette clé ornée de symboles des anciens est la seule à même de protéger votre psyché. Elle se présente sous la forme d'un médaillon cylindrique suspendu au bout d'une lourde chaîne et en son centre, l'étoile à la branche destinée à repousser les forces des grands anciens ont été gravées il y a des centaines d'années. Ok, donc vraiment, le symbole, il protège. Tout porte à croire que c'est Charles Hawkins qui l'a arraché à son dernier propriétaire, un antiquaire égyptien. Dans les coupures de presse relatant les méfaits, la date du cambriolage coïncide avec le dernier voyage d'Hawking au Caire. Reste à voir s'il connaît la véritable utilisation de l'artefact. Tâchez de la retrouver.
strange amulet. I have a feeling I better not touch it.
Ah ouais.
Drake left instructions on how to find the combination of his safe.
Ok. Si quelqu'un trouve ces mémoires, il ne fait nul doute que je rencontre de sérieux ennuis. Mon seul et dernier espoir est que mon corps et mes ossements soient toujours dans ce plan de la réalité de manière à ce qu'ils soient récupérés et incinérés. L'urne funéraire doit être remise à ma chère mère si elle est toujours de ce monde. Le message qui suit est d'une importance capitale. Qui lit ces lignes et fait preuve d'une acuité aussi précise que la mienne peut espérer avoir accès à ma plus précieuse possession. Elle réside à l'intérieur de mon coffre et les indices de la combinaison peuvent être trouvés dans 3 cylindres, tous cachés là où la vie et les études croisent dans le monde grec. Ouais, donc la bibliothèque, je sais pas ce qu'on va dire, chaque cylindre est numéroté, même si, comme dit le célèbre auteur, si l'ordre est le plaisir de la raison, le désordre est le délice de l'imagination. En effet, malgré ma préférence pour le chaos organisé, je dois admettre que la raison a fini généralement par l'emporter. Si par chance une personne, ou dois-je dire un génie, arrivait à égaler mon intellect et trouver la combinaison du coffre, je demanderai à ce qu'il délivre son contenu à mon ami et collègue le professeur Armitage de l'Académie de Miskatonic. Je sais même pas ce que c'est. Le contenu de ce coffre n'est pas seulement un vaste condensé de savoir, mais aussi une arme bien trop dangereuse pour qu'elle ne tombe dans de mauvaises mains. C'est le Necronomicon, j'en suis sûr. J'espère que vous serez capable de mesurer le danger que cela représente et que vous agirez en fonction. Je ne serai je ne serai dans tous les cas plus là pour vous guider ni pour souffrir de vos actions. Hein. D'accord. Maintenant il va s'agir de trouver les 3 cylindres.
Arkham editions. Never heard of him. How many volumes are there in this collection? Another volume by Arkham Editions. Arkham Editions. How many volumes are there in this collection? Another volume by Arkham Editions. Arkham Editions. How many volumes are there in this collection?
Est-ce que je les ai tous vus? On va voir ça. Bon, vu qu'ils sont apparus jusqu'après l'énigme, je pense qu'ils vont être d'une grande utilité pour l'énigme. Donc ça, c'est ce qu'on avait vu tout à l'heure, on va dire. Récupérons de l'huile. Il n'y a pas l'air d'avoir plus de bouquins qui sont... Ah.
Cylinders that Drake tried to hide. I should perhaps listen to them.
Ah. Alors, inventer. 1, 2, 3. Inspecter. One. Je vois rien de spécial en plus dessus. Ah si, d'accord. Faut un phonographe. J'ai même pas vu si on avait. Non. Y a pas du tout de phonographe. Si, il doit y en avoir quelque part.
A kind of chalice.
Ok. Ah.
I'm and these red rocks, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets.
D'accord.
I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny.
Okay.
Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them.
Ok, alors.
The Chalice of Knowledge.
Alors attends, on va partir de ce truc là. Il y en a 1, 2, 3, 4. Il y a 5 gemmes rouges sur celui-là. Ok.
The Queen has little protection.
Elle en a 3, 5, 3. Et du coup, est-ce que c'est le tome 9 ou est-ce qu'il y a quelque chose de spécial dans le tome 9?
Drake talked about it, so these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message.
Aussi connu de... Il a seulement 18 ans, il fait partie d'un atelier. Bon. Alors, est-ce que... Merde, alors hop. Oh, je suis bon. Ah, presque. C'est pas le nécro. Dommage. Projeté dans un autre corps. Maman.
This man's condition is deteriorating.
What says Dr. Fuller? It's his patient, after all.
He's busy with Captain Fitzroy. He specifically asked us not to bother him when that's the case.
Oh, of course. I'll see what I can do. Mr. Blake, can you hear me? I'm Dr. Colden. We'll take care of you.
There's nothing we can do. I tried talking to him. He's catatonic.
D'accord.
What can you tell me about him?
He was highly agitated an hour ago. We were about to tie him down when he fell asleep. 10 minutes ago, he curled up into a fetal position. I thought he was waking up, but no.
What are his symptoms?
His temperature has been going down, his skin losing its color, his body rigid. I closed his eyes myself. They were glassing over. I didn't want them to dry out, and I couldn't bear to look at the expression on his face.
You did well. Don't worry. Let's stay professional, if you will.
D'accord.
I don't recognize him. Did he just arrive on the island?
He said he worked on the docks, but not with Captain Fitzroy. I think he works for Miss Baker.
Who?
You know, the woman at the head of their gang. They call her Cat.
Oh, I see.
Do you have other questions?
Ouais.
Show me his file.
That's not possible.
Don't tell me Dr. Fuller has taken this file as well. We need it.
That's why I called you. This man's ailment has been hidden from us.
Come on now. What was he treated for?
An intoxication, I was told. After inhaling chemicals.
That'll do for the time being.
Any idea what this man...
Did you inject him with a tranquilizer?
No, Doctor. Not me, not anyone. Our stock is empty, yet again.
Again? But there was enough for the whole island.
Ah ouais.
More and more people are suffering from insomnia. We can't refuse to help.
Of course.
Any idea what this man might be undergoing?
Very well. I'll examine him.
D'accord.
His skin shows abnormal loss of color and seems dried out. He's totally dehydrated. His fingertips and toes seem to feature a slight ring under the skin. Tender at the touch. Slightly sticky.
Okay.
Severe malnutrition. Swollen abdomen with traces of petechia. Doesn't seem like an edema. Slight protuberances seem to indicate the presence of a foreign body.
Il y a quelque chose en lui.
30-year-old subject. Severe hypothermia. Erythematous papules around the eyes and eardrums. Necrosed palpebral tissue. Lord, this smell.
So, Doctor, an opinion?
I'm not sure I have the necessary knowledge to treat this man.
Don't say that. You're our most worthy doctor after Dr. Fuller.
Some of his symptoms are beyond my comprehension.
What did you find?
Did you examine his abdomen? It would seem there's something inside.
He hasn't eaten in days. Are you certain it's not an edema?
No. Can't you recognize an edema? Pushing with your finger won't leave a trace. And look at these bumps.
It's not like he could be pregnant.
Whatever it is,
Ah, ce serait
this
glauque.
man has something inside him that shouldn't be there. We should operate on him at once.
Dr. Fuller said not to worry, that the edema would go away by itself.
You know, I'm not sure Dr. Fuller is telling the truth. In spite of the muscle contractions, his arms seem limp.
Yes. They can't have decalcified, not at this rate.
And yet, if there is a bone in this arm, it's softer than that of a newborn baby. What about his cranium?
It's soft at the touch. It does seem like the skull of a baby.
Look at these sticky rings growing at his fingertips. What can be happening?
I'm sure you'll find an explanation.
Il est en train de se transformer en une bestiole complètement dégueulasse. C'est ça. En fait, il s'est mis en position fétale parce qu'il est en train. Le corps est devenu une chrysalide. Ça va s'ouvrir et ça va être immonde.
I see signs of hypodermoclysis, but he's still dehydrated. When was his last IV?
He's constantly under perfusion. I've even gone beyond the recommended dose to no avail. And you won't believe me, but when we bathed him earlier,
He seemed to feel better?
Yes. Like he needs an aquarium, not a perfusion. But that doesn't explain his condition.
I almost don't believe it myself, but these symptoms are not those usually
Ouais,
associated
c'est ça.
with the human species.
What do you mean? Don't tell me you believe in extraterrestrials.
No. This poor man is from our world, all right. But his body is undergoing unnatural mutations. And this transformation is killing him. His body simply can't cope.
Where could he have gotten such an infection?
I pray that it's not here.
Dr. Colden, may I know what you're doing to my patient?
What I'm doing? How about what you've done to him?
Let us calm down, my dear Marie. I don't appreciate your tone, nor your insinuations. I've done to him what I do to all my patients. Provide him with the best available care.
Your imagination is without limit. It's your homemade drug again, is it not? Those people are not your guinea pigs.
There, there. What have you seen to put you in such a state?
I've seen suction cups on his fingers, his falling body temperature, his dehydration. Had I only read the report, you know what I would have concluded, Doctor.
Do I? Tell me anyway. I'm curious.
He's no longer human. These are the attributes of an animal.
Fascinating. An animal, you say? Could you be more precise? Cephalopod, perhaps.
This amuses you.
Your reaction does. I know your thirst for knowledge, Doctor. It's your innocent worries for this man that have you overreacting.
For this man, and the others whose medical files you've been hiding.
I have to protect my discovery. These people owe me their life, but the world isn't ready yet. It will be, in time.
I will not let you do this.
You disappoint me, Marie, but I still have hope you'll one day share my point of view. In the meantime, take care of your own patients and try not to forget who you're dealing with.
Was that a threat?
Sac à merde.
What did he mean?
It was a warning. Dr. Fuller is this institution's founder and one of our profession's most influential voices. My word is of no weight against his. If I continue to protest, I will only ruin my reputation and career.
It's scandalous. Can't we do anything? Is there no evidence of his crimes?
Oh, that evidence exists. I'm sure of it. I need to find the missing medical files.
And where would you find those? In his office? What if you get caught?
I'd rather not think about that. I'm counting on your discretion.
Of course, Doctor. You can count on me. I'll keep Mum.
Bon, allez, bah.
An unknown medicine. Judging by the other ones, it causes heavy side effects.
Du coup, j'ai pas, ça augmentera pas mes attributs de Pierce. Ok.
This place draws you in and never lets you go.
No, you're pulling my leg. I'm not joking. I saw the schedule. She's alone in the bathroom again. And she still says nothing to that old witch, Donovan.
Oh, listen to the way you talk, you naughty girl. And the answer is no. You can imagine that she doesn't dare say a thing. That silly goose lets herself be trodden.
Oh well, at least we won't have to clean for a while.
And just wait and see the next time the water's cut off. It's a real show.
Watch out for the water, Doctor.
Allons-y.
She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays.
It's temperamental,
What a
if I
pest.
understand correctly.
It's so unfair.
Elizabeth? You all right? Why is this room in such a state?
Because, as always, I'm cleaning it by myself. and the water was once again shut off this morning. I had to bother Mrs. Donovan again, giving her a new excuse to belittle me.
Do you really need Mrs. Donovan to open a valve? Why not ask the janitor?
I can't make these decisions without her approval. Imagine if there were a leak. Anyhow, the boiler room is locked half the time. So every time the water gets shut off, I have to go and endure her reproach until she's settled the problem.
I see. Courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doctor.
La pauvre.
The answers must be hidden in Fuller's office.
Administration. Ouais. À mon avis, vu que là il y a les bureaux, c'est là où je dois aller. Donc alors attends 30 secondes. Demi-tour, voyons voir ce qui se passe.
Patients and hospital personnel eat the same food.
Please. My chest. Oh.
His perfusion of a semi-physiological solution doesn't seem to work. He's undergoing a ventricular fibrillation. Nurse? Deborah, come and help me, please. His potassium level is too high. Replace it with 2% glucose solution with insulin, calcium, and sodium bicarbonate.
I'll tend to it right away.
Thank you. He's in your hands.
Ah, the whaling station. What's wrong with me?
What are you talking about?
Doctor, that you?
Yes, it's Dr. Colden. Tell me what happened.
It's the old whaling station. See?
What did you see there?
Nothing. Nothing at all. The floor was all rotten and I fell straight through.
And that's how you broke your back?
Perhaps. No idea. Passed out.
Bon.
Mrs. Sanders? He broke his back in an accident down by the docks.
D'accord, qu'est-ce qu'elle
Why
a?
did nobody tell me about her admission?
Ainsi que Drakaine. Oh. Oula.
She recently came back from the surgical block. She's stable. Given her file, a nephrectomy would have been inevitable. But Fuller was able to save her kidney. What is the boiler room key doing here? The key to the boiler room. Not where I expected to find it.
Ok, donc si j'ai besoin, je sais qu'elle est dans ce bureau.
Another insomniac. I should find the cause for such a widespread trouble.
Dr. Colden, here you are at last. This patient was again brought up to the psychiatric wing. We've been following the treatment you prescribed, but the dysgeusia persists and he's lost a great deal of weight. We haven't been able to move him. The stress makes him hyperallergic.
Sir, I am going to examine you. Do you understand? Inject him with a dose of pentobarbital, intramuscular, so that I can conduct the clinical examination. He bit his lips so much, they're still bleeding. White froth, evidently because of such drooling. His binds left bloody wounds.
So, Doctor, what should we do with this patient?
Those basement brutes tied him up too tight, and now he's hurt.
I keep trying to heal his wounds, but he reopens them.
Do you have a diploma as a nurse?
Excuse me?
So take care of this man.
Boum, ça c'est fait.
Dr. Colden. Do you want something?
Ah.
Ethan,
Marie,
what are you doing here?
I'm waiting for my medication, of course. Why?
Tell me your symptoms.
I have headaches. And I can't sleep.
Do you suffer from insomnia?
No. Look, I don't want you to laugh at me.
Ethan, if you don't trust me, then who?
I have nightmares. They keep me awake every night. It seems stupid, I know, but they're terrible.
Actually, you're not the only one.
No. No one has ever seen the things I see.
Qu'est-ce que
It's
t'as
like
vu?
I'm turning mad.
So many people have this affliction. It's like an epidemic.
Do you think it might be related to Fuller's work?
I don't know yet, but I will figure all this out. Everyone in Darkwater is suffering from nightmares.
Really?
We don't have any medication left.
Oh. There's no excuse then. I should let you work.
Take care, Ethan.
You too, Marie.
It's a quiet little town. Days go by, steady as ever. I wanted more for myself, but...
I don't get why they have us waiting so long. Almost no patients here.
Where did my fiancée go? I hope those nutcases will stop burdening her with work.
Ah.
In theory, this is where we hang the key to the boiler room. Dr. Fuller always keeps his key with him.
Dr. Colden, we need you at once in Dormitory B.
What is the problem?
Mr. Evans seems to be having trouble with his IV.
I've done an exam. Deborah is looking after him.
And the family of Mrs. Harding is asking to see her medical file.
I'll never understand why it's so hard to see patients' files around here.
Rules are rules. See, with Dr. Fuller, he's in charge. Anyhow, they're still waiting, and I don't think they'll leave until they get what they want.
Understood. Anything else?
As a matter of fact, yes. A man has been brought up from the basement.
Ouais, j'ai déjà
I
vu.
saw him, yes. It's always the same thing. They bring them up, without any explanation, with a multitude of self-inflicted injuries. We take care of the wounds, and then they leave. Each time, I feel like I'm sending them back to hell.
Their affliction is not our responsibility. You cannot save everybody, Doctor.
This man, Edward Pierce, his file is incomplete. What did Fuller do to him?
D'accord, ça c'est ce qui s'est passé pendant que j'étais en bas.
Sorry, but nobody can take anything until I finish the inventory.
D'accord.
Please, the fewer interruptions there are, the faster I'll be finished.
The operating room is never accessible after an operation. I don't have any business in the boiler room.
Pseudo-scientifique de Saïdawan, mais en corrélation, la morphologie des d'accord.
We've been waiting to be restocked for weeks. The doses prescribed by Fuller are far too high.
D'accord. Ah, bon, du coup, maintenant, on va aller là. Vu que j'ai vu que son bureau était pas ici mais ailleurs.
I have little time for you, Doctor. You'll find out that it's not only the doctors who have things to do.
Ouah, comment elle est jalouse. Elle a raté le concours, donc du coup elle fait la gueule.
Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going? Dr. Colden.
Mrs. Donovan.
Nobody goes into Dr. Fuller's office. But rest assured, I'll tell him you came by.
That won't be necessary. Thank you.
I will tell him, nonetheless.
Allez. Et maintenant, ce cas-là, il va falloir que je récupère la clé.
The key to the boiler room. All I have to do is shut off the water and hope Donovan takes the bait.
Non. Il y a encore du coup ce truc vert ici. Putain.
I can't shut this with my bare hands. I need a tool.
Qu'est-ce qui pourrait me permettre? Ah, t'as fini avec ton inventaire. Oh, et ben voilà. Tac.
I feel guilty about Elizabeth, but I need the diversion.
Elizabeth.
Dr. Colden, might there be a problem with the water?
I was about to mention it. It seems it's been cut off yet again.
I can't take this, Marie. I feel I'm gonna burst.
It's not your fault if we have defective plumbing.
And yet, I'm the one who gets punished because I'm gonna have to square off with that annoying old witch. Courage, Elizabeth. Here we go. And hold your tongue this time. Mrs. Donovan?
I'm busy. Elizabeth, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am. But it's about the water.
What now?
It's off. It's not my fault.
Nothing is ever your fault. I told you to control the flow. Even if I know it's not your strong point.
At last. The missing file's the Stendhal syndrome. Of course. This is where Fuller found his diagnosis for Francis Sanders.
Allez, fouillons vite.
Something is wrong with these masts. It's some sort of puzzle.
Alors. Oh, génial. Alors, lui, ça
I've
va être...
unlocked something. Patient files. I was right.
Conclusions? Session number 17. Patient? Sarah Hawkins. The patient appears to have finally accepted the illusory nature of what she calls mythos. It goes without saying that these peculiar illusions are the price that comes with her exceptional gifts.
Why does Dr. Fuller write psychological reports about Sarah Hawkins?
At first, I presumed that her blood was the key.
This finger belonged to a woman. Why keep it here?
Hawkins' abilities.
Why is Ethan on medication? The poor souls downstairs are not Fuller's only subjects.
Then James came. Irate that Charles was keeping secrets from them. I presume that he will try to break into the basement sooner or later. I am prepared.
Hawkins, Fitzroy, and Fuller. What is the connection between these three?
It is fortunate that I had the presence of mind to set them all in the basement. When all the fuss about the Hawkins incident finally comes to an end, I will dispose of her belongings. In the meantime, they must remain with me in plain sight.
Elles resteront cachées à la vue de tous. Ça veut dire quoi ça? Qu'elles sont cachées mais que tout le monde, mais que malgré tout le monde peut les voir.
Of course. Sarah Hawkins is the connection. I must go back to the basement.
Allons-y.
Ah, now that's the Marie that I know. I knew I could count on your scientific curiosity. It's time to show you what you were so eager to discover.
Ah d'accord.
If you're gonna shoot me, at least have the decency to look me in the eyes.
Turn around. Slowly. Talk, filthy thief! Or I swear I'll shoot!
Take a minute to look around. Everything points to Charles Hawkins.
He's dead!
No. He was here for a very specific item.
Oh, no.
The book. Why was it in the safe?
Have you read it?
Answer the question.
How foolish of you. Now you won't be able to escape his will. What did it show you?
J'ai pas été assez bon, j'ai pas augmenté occulte, donc je peux pas dire, je suis obligé de
She
donner.
went into Fuller's office. She was looking for Sarah Hawkins' corpse.
Sarah Hawkins, you say? Let's go back to the start, shall we? Whose life did the Necronomicon choose to show you?
Dr. Colton. She was at the Riverside Institute. She's in danger. I have to go.
Wait. No one knows the occult better than me. You might need my help.
All right.
Allez, viens.
All right. I might need you after all.
Perfect. Let's meet later at the Hawkins mansion. Now go. Rescue the doctor.
Thank you, Drake.
Dans son bureau, a découvert le directeur de l'Institut Riverside caché des informations. Si ce n'est le cadavre de Sarah, mais elle a été découverte par Fuller. Pierce doit la sauver avant qu'il ne soit trop tard. Attends. Ça s'est passé... Attends, ça s'est passé à quel moment du coup la vision? Je voyais directement ce qu'elle voyait, c'est-à-dire ce qu'elle faisait pendant que moi j'étais en train de lire le bouquin? Ou c'était juste, par exemple, comme moi j'étais... Ah, je pense... Je sais pas. Pas tout compris. Non, je crois que ça avait lieu maintenant en fait.
I pray that Colton is really here and alive.
Eh ben, vous savez quoi? Ça fait encore 1h30. C'est la 3e partie qu'on fait. Ouais, on a bien avancé. Donc je pense que on va... Ah, dommage, il y a des gens qui arrivent. Tant pis. Bref, il est 4h du matin. On aura fait une bonne session quand même là du jeu. Une bonne découverte. Je pense que je le reprendrai, que je le continuerai en live. Ça fait trop de projets en même temps. Il faut vraiment que je me calme au bout d'un moment. Mais bref, je verrai ça selon sur les retours après sur les rediffs YouTube si ça plaît, si les gens ont envie de voir la suite. Dans ce cas là je continuerai, sinon je ferai le jeu de mon côté au bout d'un moment. Bref, bon, merci à tous d'avoir suivi cet event spécial Halloween avec les 3 lives qui allaient avec. Ce fut un vrai plaisir de la part de tout le monde et de moi-même. Bon, sur ce, je vous dis à tous une bonne soirée et je vous dis à la prochaine. Profitez bien. Allez, salut tout le monde.